version, which I think was in France and Germany. And I'm going to play it on my UK NES, which is a PAL A, but it's had the lockout chip disabled. So this will be the first PAL B game that I've managed to play, and it plays absolutely fine on my PAL A system with a lockout chip disabled. Now, first played Elite on the Amstrad CPC in like 1985. Saw it in computer clubs on the BBC and Electron, stuff like that, in the early 80s when I was younger as well. Mind-blowing game. The scale of it in the 80s when I was a kid was just unbelievable. It's almost like you had a galaxy, you know, in a computer, you know, in a 48K computer, whatever it was. It's unbelievable, and I used to love it. It's fantastic. Now, never bought this back in the the early 90s when it came out on the Nintendo, but apparently this is the programmers of Elite's favourite version, because they, you know, to basically recreate a really good version of Elite on a console, and they've successfully done that because I think it's fantastic. Right, let's fire it up then. Let's go. Here we go. Okay, there we go. Intro screen. You see the wireframe graphics are just as good as we're on the 8-bit computer. Questions about the music there, but it's nice. And the heads-up display is greatly improved over the other 8-bit computers as well. Right, start it up. You have this kind of Star Wars-esque intro that just then leads into like a combat simulation that you've got to play every time you start the game. I think this might have been the publishers, imagine they're panicking a bit for like Nintendo players who probably only had a 5-minute play span, that, you know, they just wanted something they could play straight away and put away. But you have to go through this every time you play the game before you load up your save commander. But let's go for it. Playing one-handed, which will be very difficult. So the graphics are great. Really impressive for a, you know, console. I don't think had any kind of wireframe 3D games on it before. I mean, I remember on the Mega Drive and the Super Nintendo, you know, a 3D wireframe type game, you know, really got, you know, made news. Star Fox blew everything away on the SNES. The old EA, I think it was F-22 Interceptor or something like that. You know, I was like, you can't do that on a console, and they did, and they're really good. I'm going to struggle to shoot this guy down with one hand, hang on. So hard to do with one hand, this is. It's been too bad though. See, he's gone. You notice he's jettisoned his cargo. Just like on the computer games, you need the old cargo scoop to get that in the full game. Here we go, he's coming head on. Die! Here we go. He's gone. Fantastic game, this is brilliant to play it on the Nintendo, it really is. If you press select, hold down select as I've just done there. I think it might even be start. Hold down the B button, you can select the functions like missile, star map, fast forward function there, which is really useful instead of all the boring travels through nothingness. So there I am, Commander Jameson. Don't remember seeing that kind of portrait graphic in the 8-bit versions. I think that's just done for the Nintendo generation. But everything else is intact. So you hold down the B button, you can load games, which is fantastic. You know, this game has a battery backup, definitely needed. Press select to select it. You can, you know, buy stuff for your ship just like in the 8-bit games. everything, all the same functions as the computer versions. Got the information about the systems and the planets. So yeah, let's just choose somewhere where we can dock. Sorry, warp to hyperspace, whatever it was. Select that. And there's a galactic chart. Right, here we go. So, yeah. Let's go. Let's get to our space station. Here we go. Here you go. Now, when I had the Amstrad version, you never used to have like a 3D wireframe planet spinning around in front of you. It was always just like a solid fill object. So that was quite interesting. But when I went back and looked at some videos, the original BBC version did that as well, didn't it? I think it was only the suns that were solid fill. Let's try and find one there. But anyway, we go flying around in a nothingness void of space. There's the old space station. Many frustrated rage quits I've had that in my childhood before I got the docking computer and just crash into it because it was nigh on impossible to dock manually. Okay, so if we want to hyperspace, I think it's this one. Here we go, we're off. It's amazing how they've translated this to play on a gamepad, because I think it used about 50 keys on the computers back in the day. And there you go. And then we'll just head towards the space station, the planet. Now the best feature of this, which lifts it above a lot of the 8-bit computer versions, is the fast forward version. Sorry, the fast forward function, which I just highlighted out. Unfortunately, we've got some spaceships in view. So, yeah, and they're firing at me. Oh, this is pretty scary. Oh, let's speed up a bit. Here we go. One-handed combat. I am probably going to die here, but then you'll see the game over screen. I think this will wrap that video up quite nicely. Wow. Man, I love this game. That's not one of those Thargoid ships, is it? You can also select your missiles, but that'll be impossible with one hand. Always useful in a good star scrap they are, your missiles. And that's not one of the Thargoid ships, because they were like UFOs, weren't they? Proper scary. When you had to deal with them in witch space or whatever it was. So yeah, I'm going to just leave it there now then, guys. I mean, yeah, plays exactly like you remember it on the home computers back in the day. If you've never played Elite before, you need to play it. It's a piece of gaming history, changed the world. And, you know, and it's all just about grind, trade, sell, beef up your ship, and just get out there and do your thing. Fantastic game. Thank you for watching. It's been quite a pleasure to make this video, actually. Have a great time. Bye-bye.